Christian, you're CEO of New World IM. For those who don't know, just tell us a little bit about the strategy.
Yes, Richard. New World IM was founded with the intention to build upon the intense knowledge of the New World Group with operating assets. We are shareholder of quite a few operators in the managed residential segment, where we are providing advice for all real estate related issues. And going forward, we're going also be investing into the real estate, which then can be operated by our operating companies. So for now, and I know the market is quite demanding right now, we are about to launch a new fund for institutional investors that allows us to invest in different assets all around residential products. It's not built to rent, it's service apartments, co-living, potentially also PBSA, so student housing, but also senior housing. We do have a partnership with the kindergarten brand, so there are various opportunities and possibilities where we can start investing the money of our investors.
And you mentioned there opportunities, I suppose, out of those sectors within the sort of area of living. Where are you seeing the biggest opportunities? Is that in student housing? Is it in senior living? What's your sense of, I suppose, where we are and the future opportunities?
I think in terms of investors' appetite, student housing is quite upfront because that's an asset class that is by now well known to the investors. In terms of what's going to be there for the long run is certainly senior housing, because we're seeing a large demand even in B and C cities. Loneliness at an older age is a serious problem for lots of people. So we are saying that if we're able to bring the co-living concept to elderly people, we are going to create a new concept that is really appealing for the tenants, because they know they are living in a community, they get all the services, all the care they need, but still live independently and are able to lead their normal life without being in a care home surrounding.
There's a lot of focus as well on ESG, and particularly obviously some of those things are related to the social impact side there, Christian. Looking at ESG, I suppose, as a developer in that area, what are some of the challenges for you, and particularly for that institutional market?
Well, ESG and the requirements out of the latest EU regulations are simply there for the long run. So we really need to know all the details and tailor our products so that they specifically meet all the demands of the investors in terms of sustainability. So if we're looking at ESG, energy efficiency is, as always, upfront. So we're going to have very efficient buildings, and we're going to be highly sustainable on this energy consumption level. Nevertheless, the S part is also very relevant, because we are not only creating a new kind of home for our tenants, but we are forming a new society, a new group. So we're really bringing them together as people, being young in the student or the co-living segment, or old in the senior housing segment. So creating a community and being able to foster relationships, I think right after the COVID topic, is very important, because we all realize how important it is to have personal interactions, and that's going to happen in our buildings, forming new communities where people really can interact and mingle regardless of the age.
Great. Really interesting to hear about the strategy and also some of those areas around ESG that you're looking at there, Christian. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Richard.